All right, and there it is. All right, what is up, everyone? And thank you for checking out Don't Say the F Word. We are a pro wrestling and combat sports podcast. We do not use the F word when we talk about professional wrestling. Shouldn't let your friends use it either. It's Sunday. It's our weekend wrestling show. Plenty of stuff to talk about. Plenty of people who are not going to be part of WWE here soon. But someone who is back and better than ever. Stan is back, everybody. And Stan said he's happy to be back. He really doesn't want to talk about his time away, as he may or may not have been incarcerated for illegal gambling and running a Bitcoin scam. Wait a minute. Bitcoin was a scam? Yeah, I didn't think Bitcoin was a scam. I'm going to be rich. Look at that. Joe's already here. Get out of the way, Stan. Look, our boy Panther is here. Panther, what's up, sir? Yeah. R-Truth is being released, and just seen reports that Carlito is also not going to be renewed. He has vowed to return in 13 years. That's something. Joe.
Yeah.
Have you been released by WWE?
I have.
As have I. Mark the Monster is officially announcing my contract with WWE is not being renewed.
Yes.
What? Your contract has been renewed. $250 million for 10 years? That's crazy. How'd you get that deal? Oh, you turned state's evidence on Vince McMahon? That's a different episode. Get out of here, Stan. Didn't know Stan was a snitch. That explains why he's free. It also might explain that butterfly tattoo. Inside joke.
Yeah, on the butterfly tattoos.
Shout out to Jeremy's mom.
Okay. All right. Butterfly tattoo. Yeah, I was released back not too long ago. I was under my 90 days, and they let me go, y'all.
So, what a wild day in WWE, and they don't even have a show on right now.
Hey, I thought
you didn't believe me when I told you Truth got released. You thought I was bullshitting. I also thought you were lying. Really?
I did. I just looked at it like opened up and like, yeah, you got jokes.
So I seen the report. Well, what did I see? I seen something. Then I seen Truth's post. And I thought, R-Truth being funny because it's June 1st. And he's going to come out like, oh, God, I thought it was April Fool's Day. Something like that.
Yeah.
But seemingly, no. Seemingly, that's not the case.
It's not the case.
Cuban Gorilla live in our comments on Instagram said he does not think he's going to be watching WWE. He just can't believe what's going on. Well,
I know what's going on.
Let's get into it.
I know what's going on.
Okay, Joe's got a prediction. Is this a prediction or a spoiler? Do you know or do you think you know?
I predicted a few weeks ago, and now it's happening.
What?
Y'all?
Reducing roster size?
No. Remember, I told you like a few weeks ago that it would be best if they just got rid of the wrestlers that's in their 50s and just let them go on and retire.
Yeah, you did say, maybe reduce the average age of the roster.
And that's what they tracked it down. Look at R-Truth, 53. Carlito, he's about, 51?
Yeah.
He's going.
Both guys are in great shape, and I think both guys still have a lot to offer, depending on what they want to do.
I think they tracked him down in the 50s.
Stan says he thinks Carlito just won a title in Puerto Rico or something.
He did. Last night? I think it was last night, yeah.
So I think there's opportunity for both those guys to continue on. But I don't think this is the end of people being cut or contracts not being renewed, whether it be by WWE's choice or by the parties involved.
It's the 50 years old. They're going after y'all. The 50s.
I think even more than that. I think there'll be more people more people are going to leave, younger and older, throughout the rest of the year. That makes me question what about Gunther? He took everything WWE related off of his social media. Dude, Gunther ain't going nowhere. He could.
He just got signed a new contract and they gave him like a
what
very
are you
own
talking
tour
about,
bus.
Mark? Just telling you what I've seen. Yeah, okay, but I mean Gunther's not going anywhere. Anyone reporting that think Gunther's going anywhere is silly. I might be silly, but at least my hair looks better than yours. You're just mad because you thought I was bald and I'm not. That's a valid point. Are we going to talk about you getting hair plugs, or are we just not going to make that part of the show? Did not get hair plugs. Quit telling people that.
Damn.
You were bald for a long time. Now you got hair.
Damn. You know what, Mark? You very, very, very rude. And if I had to, I would come over and I'll put you in that dirt that's in front of your house on the tree. Just bury you in there and be rude one more time to Jeremy, okay? Okay.
Panther says he's scared for Austin Theory. Been posting a lot of motivational stuff the last few weeks. Well, let's get into it. Let's talk about some stuff, guys. The weekend wrestling show is going to be a little different. It's a Sunday service, so let's lay it out there. This isn't the WWE of old. This is TKO WWE, and like I've said about TKO and the UFC, well, I guess it was Endeavor with the UFC. Now it's TKO with the UFC and WWE. It's not about the stars, guys. It's about the letters. It's about the letters. And moving merch. Who's making money? Paul Heyman broke it down about Jey Uso and how the viewership Jey Uso brings in the quarter hours that he's on, how he's top 3 in merchandise sales, no matter what, every week, every city, doesn't matter. Jey Uso is your world heavyweight champion.
Yep.
I like Jey. I'm not being critical of Jey, but I'm saying it's about who brings the money and brings the eyeballs. R-Truth don't have too much merch. R-Truth gets cut.
R-Truth brings some fans.
Carlito has only had one shirt since his return, other than being part of Judgment Day.
Yeah.
I don't think Carlito's moving a whole lot of shirts. Carlito gets cut. Carlito wasn't given any single individual storyline at all since his return.
Oh, you remember? Oh, shit. I'm a jinxer.
What?
Remember a few weeks, I said, you asked me who I think I should get cut. I said Carlito should get cut.
You did say Carlito should get cut. You did.
Oh, shit. I
don't think it's your fault, so I hope he don't come at you trying to sue you. But, man, I just think there's going to be more to come.
I know who the next one's going to be. If I had to pick.
Ooh, everyone, play along with Joe. Drop it live in our comments on Instagram. Okay. If you're watching YouTube or Spotify, that means I uploaded it there. So go ahead and throw it in those comments, too. Who's it going to be? Who is the next release to be announced in WWE?
Sheamus.
Yeah, I can see it.
You got Sheamus. And then, if you want to go with the female side, it's like I think they're going to get rid of probably Mia Chin again. And maybe Natalie Hart. Natalie.
Yeah. Get rid of Natty Neidhart. Get rid of Mia Chin. Yeah. Sheamus, I could see going. Here's one thing I'm going to say. I don't think anyone who's been released should end up in AEW.
R-Truth ain't going to go nowhere. I think R-Truth, it might be a good thing for R-Truth because he just, I'm lost a leg.
He did, but he can't bounce back. He's fine. I can see Truth going to TNA.
I think Truth is gonna pursue his rap career and just
I think so. I think
and
there's a lot that Truth could do. I can see Truth acting. I can see Truth doing some movies.
hmm
Waller, in Theory, Meechan, Piper Nevin, Abba and Natty, yeah. So here's my question for you. And this is the very first thing that popped in my head when after I uploaded my video. Like, this has to be a joke, right? It's got to be a joke.
hmm
Then the very first thing that came in my head, and I want to ask all you guys this question: did they release R Truth to bring Ricky Starks up the main roster?
No,
Are
no,
they not renewing R Truth's contract to give Ricky Starks a good contract to bring him up the main roster?
no. I don't think that got nothing to do with
Because
that.
I mean, Ricky Starks had a more lucrative NXT contract, reportedly, than most folks, and now he's coming up the main roster, and he's gonna get a main roster deal. And I'm gonna be honest, I believe R Truth is a better investment than Ricky Starks.
I'm just gonna say,
Ricky Starks is not a young man. Ricky Saints is not a young man. He's not 25.
hmm I'll just say this. I think coincidentally, it just happened to happen around the same time his contract was gonna be renewed. So I don't think it had nothing to do
So
with that.
you don't think the NXT call-ups have anything to do with not renewing of contracts to free up capital?
Nah, nah. I think maybe we don't know our true side. We know he said that they let him go, not renewing it, but maybe our truth part of him really was like, hey, maybe he is tired of wrestling, being on the road
Could be,
24/7.
but he's not on the
You
road
know?
that much no more.
Well, maybe he's just at the point in life where he just want to have a moment to himself and just relax.
Is there
And
anywhere within within AEW where you would place R Truth?
nah, I don't think he'd go. He
I
would
just don't.
fit in. He would fit in, but I don't think he'd go. I don't think
Will
he'd go.
Ospreay made a good point that like current AEW is not a place to just where released WWE guys should just end up.
hmm
Truth could do some one-offs and it could be fun.
Yeah.
But I think if we're looking at a permanent wrestling home for R Truth, if TNA remains TNA and they're not being purchased by WWE and TKO, which I think they might. I predicted this a year and a half ago that I thought WWE would buy TNA. Now I feel even more confident after Trick Williams wins the TNA World Title and then doesn't show up on the show.
Mm.
I think that's probably what's going to happen.
Uh, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, y'all.
So let me ask you, man, what's your favorite R Truth WWE moments?
Oh damn, he got two. He got so many.
So many,
Ah,
right?
all right. If I had to go, I'll say definitely the Brock Lesnar one was up there.
That was good.
Oh, oh. The one where he thought he was in the Money in the Bank ladder match with Dolph, Kane, and Ziggler. He came out to the ring, said he was gonna come to the Money in the Bank and win, and then Kane looked at him like, "You're not even in it." He said, "I'm not." Oh, my bad, y'all, my bad. Oh God,
Is R Truth the best comedic character in WWE history?
if I had to put it, I would say Truth, Santino, Third
And said, I got
year.
arachnophobia, y'all.
Yeah. Yeah, if I had to go, I'll say Truth, Santino Marrero, and then you got probably Roddy Piper.
You view Piper as a comedic character? See, I don't look at
He
Piper as comedy.
he had good. He made you laugh, but he wasn't like a bad comedian. He did good though, but
I
he
think
wasn't a comedian. I ain't saying
I
he a
think R
comedian.
Truth is the best comedic character, not just in WWE, but I think in all of pro wrestling. I think he has done comedy in a fashion in pro wrestling better than anyone because it was never cheesy. It was never a doofy gimmick trying to be funny. It was a good in ring performer with some of the best comedic timing of anyone. It just really seems like a genuine part of his personality is he just likes to make people laugh.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that made him all the more endearing to wrestling fans, certainly over the last 10 years. But I think just overall, I think we all just have a soft spot in our heart for R Truth because he really just wants to go out there and have fun and make people laugh.
Speaking of, the Royal Rumble when he started, that was the Money in the Bank as well.
God. I hope R Truth stays somewhere in pro wrestling because I don't want to not have R Truth.
I'll say this. I ain't saying he done, but I say he'll take some time off and just enjoy life that he got right now. He can just sit back, relax, and enjoy life. Right? I don't know about Hogan now, but hey.
It's been requested that I put the notorious HOK on the new merch shop. So everyone watching this live on Instagram, YouTube, whatever, drop it in the comments if you want this shirt to be in the new merch store. It's never been sold online, so if you guys want it, let me know.
There you go. He put in there. Uh-oh. Nah, he ain't gonna be at Bound for Glory. Nah, R Truth. I think R Truth is the one that 20 plus years in the all together. I don't think he's gonna go nowhere. He gonna just go back and just relax. He ain't gonna go AEW bound. Even if they did offer him a good amount of money, he won't be there. I think he's gonna have that little Braun Strowman contract where he just shows up when
Where
needed.
he can come in here and there.
Yeah.
Dude, I kind of feel like that's a shitty deal. Like, if depending upon what it locks Braun down to, like if Braun's not able to go and do whatever it is he wants, and he just sit around and wait, unless it's like, I would imagine the deal is probably you can't go work for AEW. You can go do whatever, but you can't go work for AEW. And we'll call you if we need you. If we need a big man put over, or if we need a monster in a greatest Royal Rumble, But if they're holding him down any other way, I think that's kind of shitty. I don't think Truth is going to do a deal like that. Not unless it's a benefit. If it's beneficial for either one of them, man, more power to you guys. Go get that bag. You know me. Get the money. Get the money. I just think that I think we will see more releases, which could be a good thing, man. The roster's pretty bloated.
I can just say this. Out of all the releases I've seen all my entire life, this is like the one release that everybody's more shocked about.
Just blown away. He just won Saturday Night's He just main evented. I'm gonna call that main eventing. You got John Cena on Saturday Night's main event. That's main eventing.
That's main event. It's still main event. And the fact that he is the one that been in world title match, never had a world title in WWE, and yet everybody is damn near blown away that he's leaving. He's released.
Yeah. It's just, I don't know, man. It just doesn't make a lot of sense. I feel like, I don't know, I somehow feel let down by them releasing Archer.
I can say this. While you was out on your little adventure today, so many.
Just so y'all know, I had totally lost track of time. I was nowhere near the studio room at the time we normally go live on Sundays. I texted, I was like, dude, I'm not even, I'm kind of far from home. It take me a minute to get back. I lost track. We went and seen Lilo and Stitch.
Yeah, yeah.
Great movie. I was a huge fan of the cartoon, the OG Lilo and Stitch film. We took our daughter when she was wee little to go see it, and we took her and her boyfriend to go see this one. And just they did a great job. Absolutely did a fantastic job with the movie.
Mm. Yeah, but yeah, I can tell you, there was like a lot, like, ooh, I would say I seen maybe at least 10 content creators creating reels about they letting R-Truth go. Like, whew.
We were first though, right? I think I had to be first.
You was the first one I seen send it. Yeah, yeah.
I had to be first. Yeah, man. I just don't know. Like, it's shocking.
Yeah. It was just like it gotta be a joke. April Fool. Everybody thought it was April Fool joke, like since the first of the month. But no, 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 it's legit.
Yeah, man. I really thought like this has to be a joke.
But hey, 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 but look at it. He'll still be on. They just ain't renew his contract. So he'll probably be on tomorrow. Hopefully he on tomorrow. But of
Man, you think they'll do that?
course they gonna let him be on tomorrow. I say this. The best thing they could do is let R-Truth come out there, give a speech, and thanks everybody. That's the best.
It would be nice if they let R-Truth say goodbye. And I think if he's like, "Hey, I'm done wrestling," I think they'll let him. I
Mhm.
think if he's like, "I'm gonna see what's out there," they're not gonna let him. So I guess that's really the question here today:
Mhm.
Is R-Truth done with wrestling?
Well, I do know he said he did want to work on his rap career, so I say he done. I say he done, but he'll probably pop up here and there. But yeah, he done. Not in a bad way, but
I hope not. Let me ask you this: Is there anyone currently in the pro wrestling landscape who you would book R-Truth to be their manager?
book R-Truth to be their manager. So R-Truth will be the manager. Hmm.
Yep.
Hmm. I'll go Chelsea Green.
Huh.
Chelsea Green. I'm saying Chelsea Green because he has a better connection with females. You watch his character. He bonds better with females and make them a star
Panther
more
says
than he does the
Kyrie
guy.
Ray. See that? I could see him being like, give him a stable of female wrestlers.
Yeah.
Um, you know who I'd like to see R-Truth with?
Who that?
Anthony Bowens.
Mm.
I understand the Billy Gunn connection with the Acclaimed and all that, but if we're trying to transition Anthony Bowens into being a believable five-tool player, which shout out to myself for getting that logo changed. Thank you, me. I never would have thought there'd be a day where I'd be influencing the pro wrestling products seen on TV for all wrestling fans, but I am the guy who reached out to Shane Taylor and said, "Hey, man, did you see Bowen's logo? It looks like Shane Taylor promotion," and I got it changed. But man, five-tool player. So people don't know that moniker is generally used for combat sports athletes.
Mhm.
Someone with great striking, someone with great grappling, someone with great jiu-jitsu. It's fist, elbows, knees. Like you're a well-rounded fighter. Um, I don't think Billy Gunn lends that legitimacy to Anthony Bowens. The partnership with Billy Gunn doesn't make sense anymore.
I think they're gonna bring the Claim back together.
You think?
I mean, Max ain't been on TV for about a month now. Well, close to a month. And what Anthony, he just there. Like a filler match. He's there. He ain't bad, but he's there. But you look at it, they better off at the Acclaimed in singles. And with Billy being around, yeah.
Trunk says Billy Gunn is the man. What we're talking about is where we could see R-Truth as a manager in the current wrestling landscape. If you didn't hear, R-Truth has said that his contract's not being renewed with WWE. He's being released, as is Carlito. We're like, where does R-Truth go? And where could he go? And if he's not going to wrestle, who would he be a good fit for as a manager? Joe and our boy Panther said, maybe partner him with some female wrestlers. Maybe give him
Not a suit, homie. It's not a suit, homie.
no, it's not a work. It's a shoot. He's legit. It's not. He's done. He's done with WWE.
Yeah, yeah. I say Chelsea Green would be great because he could make her become a not a star, but be like in his footsteps. Be funny, know how to break people character, well, her opponent character. Hey man, nobody can't see it. It was topic of the day about 11:30 today. Is the topic.
Yeah, it's
R-Truth.
unbelievable. Yeah, it was a shocker. Like I'm still pretty shocked that it's real. But I don't know, man. I want to believe that it's at work and he's just gonna take time off and we'll see him come back around whenever it's time for Cena to be gone.
Yeah, it'd be crazy. I'll say it'll be crazy by the end of the week. They change their mind for getting the fans' feedback and renew his contract. But I don't know if that would work. But that would be something good to do. Like we heard the fans wanted Truth to stay, so we decided to renew his contract. Give him at least a 2-year contract. That'd be great.
I wonder if I wonder if they would take Truth and have him do something else, but not be on screen.
Oh, what, like coach at Performance Center?
Yeah, be an agent, be a coach.
Mm, it's possible. Or maybe he could help people develop their characters better.
Man, he can help. He can help a lot of people with like developing characters, timing, and promos. Um, Truth has always sold well. He's a good seller.
Yeah.
Chunks that people are flooding WWE with comments. Yeah, like stripping John Jones. That's a different comment. I mean, John Jones should absolutely be stripping this world heavyweight title.
I don't know, but I'll say this. Whatever goes on in Truth life, let us know that Truth did what many wouldn't do. He smoked a cigarette in front of the crowd through, well, he threw water at a little kid, yeah, when he was the little heel persona.
uh,
What else? Yeah.
the
Oh,
cigarette thing really, like, people
and the
really
creation of
love it.
Little Jimmy. And the creation of Little Jimmy. Little Jimmy. Can't forget Little Jimmy. I was kind of mad about that Little Jimmy. I was only mad because they only made the shirt and kid size. They ain't having an adult size. That's why.
Are you saying we need a little Marky shirt?
Nah, Mark got too many shirts. He on it, so he good with that.
He does have too many shirts. But not right now. Not in the new merch shop. He's only part of. He's got the Eat Land and the Fun Guys. Some new stuff kind of going to come, but not right now. We've had the OG4. Again, all profits go to the APL. So buy some Don't Say the F Word merch. You're helping out some animals in need. So. All right. So outside of WWE releases, other big news. That Adam Cole spot.
Oh, good Lord. Ooh. Your boy Kyle. Ooh, Kyle Fletcher. Damn.
Getting kind of drugged for that spot.
Well, his Cole with his history of concussions. That's about. I don't know. If you go back
Here's
and
my
watch
thing.
slow motion.
This is my thing. And man, I seen Stevie Richards
I saw that too.
kind of dragging it. I've heard. I actually didn't watch any of the clips or anything, but I've heard that Bubba Ray Dudley drug it. Nothing happened. Cole's head didn't hit the apron. His arm did. No reports of Cole being hurt from it. Right?
Yeah, right, that's right. But
no, so Kyle Fletcher didn't go into business for himself and do something Cole didn't agree to have done. Right? He didn't just put him into power position. Cole had to do his part to be put in that move. They talked about the spot. Cole agreed to take that bump. Was it a misstep in distance? Sure. But Chad Gable was nearly paralyzed 3 times in an opening match on Raw. And no one picked that shit apart.
what he did?
What's her face broke that other chick's nose. And it's like the 3rd time that 619 has been botched by people who aren't Rey Mysterio. Yeah. So are we not going to play the? If you're going to be critical of that spot, you have to be critical of all the bad spots that happened, and they're plentiful in WWE. But nobody wants to talk about that, right?
They want to talk about. What's going to say? They want to talk about the major one that everybody knows has a track history. And since Adam Cole has a track history of concussions that could take him out of the business forever, and since that Chad Gable, if you watch it, it deals like he got hurt, but he managed to roll out the ring and continue the match. He didn't get like a fracture, broken skull, or anything, but the difference with that is you got to think Adam Cole hit his head hard, it would have been a wrap. It would have been over. That's why everybody more critical on that.
If he did.
Yeah.
But he didn't.
But if they didn't do the Stevie Richards didn't do the slow motion, you couldn't tell he did really hit his head. But you watch it fast pace as it's going, it's like he really did hit the ring.
Yeah, it looked like it, but he didn't. And if It's and Bust was candies and nuts, then we'd all have a Merry Christmas. He didn't hit his head. He didn't get hurt. He wasn't put in. Someone wasn't taking liberties with him. He agreed to take the bump.
He did.
That's a risk that exists in taking that bump. Adam Cole's a grown man. He's responsible for his brain safety. If he didn't want to take that bump, he could have and should have said, I don't want to take that bump. It's not for Stevie Richards to decide. It's not for Bubba Ray Dudley to decide. He's his own man. He's a grown-ass adult. Let him make his decisions. It's not like somebody botched a 619 and broke his nose for him.
Yeah. I wonder why that match stopped so soon. It didn't like it was over with.
Or it's not like, he took a dive to the outside of the ring and Kyle Fletcher was supposed to take the impact of the bump and catch him as he went to the floor. Like, I don't know, you've seen the viral clip going around of the dude on the indie circuit who did it, and
oh yeah, I saw that.
just moved out the way.
Killer Kelly.
Yeah. Just kind of moved out the way and let that dude take the full concrete bump.
Mm-hmm. No, that was pads right there, but
was it pads? I always see it. I'm like, geez, he just hit the concrete.
Yeah, but it was. Yeah, but it sucks.
Dude, so SmackDown.
It's back to 3 hours, y'all.
Back to 3 hours.
Back to 3 hours.
The last 30 minutes was promo, right?
Roughly, yeah.
Beginning 40 minutes was garbage.
Oh, yeah, never mind, yeah.
Yeah, and you got whatever the drama's still going on with Jade and all that. I don't know. I didn't watch SmackDown live because I knew there was no way WWE was going to give me 3 hours of worthwhile SmackDown viewing. Yeah, and they didn't. The show sucked. The stuff that was good was really good, but there wasn't much that was good.
I don't know why they went back to 2 to 3 hours. I like the 2 better.
It was all filler, right? Like, I mean, I feel like I'm being hypercritical of WWE lately. I really do.
Man, I'll say you had the beginning with the women's Money in the Bank qualifier. Then you went to what was next? Oh, Street Profits in the DIY and the White Six. Then you went to the men's. Oh wait, no, forgot. Before the women's, that's when R-Truth and JC did their little battle. Look at that little promo section. Yeah. What else happened? I can't remember. But yeah, the last 30 minutes is mostly like promo. And Jay come through the crowd, messing with 2 kids.
Got a comment coming in.
Okay.
That from Anthony Riley says, I'm currently living for the idea of Truth showing up in TNA or AEW and thinking that it's WWE. And if he shows up in AEW, he runs up to Will Hobbs and calls him Big E, and keeps calling Jon Moxley Steve Austin.
I say that'd be great, but there are probably certain names you can't say. It'd be great.
I mean, WWE don't own Steve Austin. Trunk said we can have SmackDown. Dude, I don't want it. I don't want it. I didn't care for the big deal of SmackDown was the ending promo, right? That was the big deal.
In the men's qualified match. That was
Who
good.
moved on in the men's qualifier on SmackDown?
Andrade.
Oh yeah, that's right. We're gonna get Andrade over, right? Not gonna happen. No one's ever gonna get Andrade over. It's never going to happen. And I liked his Carmelo feud, but let's talk about that. Carmelo was #1 draft pick, man.
I know. #1 draft pick.
#1 draft pick to SmackDown. They ain't done shit with him.
It's the Andre the Giant curse, y'all. Damn.
And we're getting to be about draft season, right?
Oh! I heard
it was supposed to have happened.
No, they canceled it.
Yeah, they may have canceled it completely. We don't know. But it was supposed to have taken place in Tampa. And we've done nothing with Carmelo Hayes. Then we have Ethan Page showing up with Javon Evans.
Javon Evans, he was jumping out there.
I
think them two gonna be on SmackDown.
They just gave him the NXT North American title to Ethan Page.
Yeah,
What a kick in the teeth that has to be for Ethan Page. You show up to NXT, you're the first guy they start chanting Tony fumbled for, and then they bring in the new toy of Ricky Starks, and he gets caught up before you do. What did I tell you about Ethan Page in NXT? I said you ain't making him a star.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Give him the NXT World Title all you want. You ain't making that dude a star. Ricky Saints, I'm gonna tell you the same shit. You can put him on SmackDown. You ain't making him a star.
I don't think Ricky Saints gonna last that long. Saints.
No, he ain't gonna. Where do you put him on main roster where he means anything? Where? He doesn't fit anywhere.
SmackDown with Cody.
Right? You gotta put him on SmackDown, he can just be Cody's boy. Is that gonna be the gimmick? Because you can't put him on SmackDown. He ain't winning. Am I supposed to believe that Ricky Saints beats Jacob Fatu? Am I supposed to believe Ricky Saints can be the U.S. champ on SmackDown and he's gonna beat Jacob Fatu? Because you ain't ever convinced me of that shit. And if you book it, I'm turning the channel. And I'm probably not coming back. And again, I do feel like I'm being hypercritical of WWE lately because I am still enjoying the shows. But this is not the WWE of 2023.
This is why I said I miss Vince.
And it's more expensive to be a WWE fan today than it was in 2023. Joe, if a family of 4 wanted to attend a SmackDown event anywhere in the United States, if you wanted to go see SmackDown, a family of 4, do you know what it cost a family of 4 to go see SmackDown? $1,000. It's going to cost you $1,000 to take a family of 4 to go see SmackDown. Nosebleeds at Rocket Arena. $100. It doesn't include parking.
No, they don't include parking.
You got to buy concessions. It's costing a family $4,000 to go see SmackDown. $800 if you're lucky. But where I'm from, $800 is $1,000.
It's down that. Yeah, down that. Mm.
I've watched WWE SmackDown. That shit ain't worth $1,000.
Damn.
If you told me I had to watch 3 hours of SmackDown and not fast forward anything and not skip anything, I'm gonna ask you to pay me $1,000. I'm not giving you $1,000. My hot take.
Mm.
I don't know. If I put SmackDown against Dynamite, Dynamite was so much better. Collision was so much better.
I miss Collision. When did Collision come on? I miss Collision.
I don't know when it came on live. I watched it this morning
Oh, okay.
while I was playing video games. That's why I say ratings don't matter. Because I watch most of my pro wrestling the following morning while I am playing video games. I didn't watch SmackDown until sometime yesterday afternoon while I was working.
I watched SmackDown. I watched it live.
As soon as it started, how it started, I said, I'm not here for 3 hours of this shit. I'm out. I'm gonna play more video games.
Yes, they brought out Bianca because they're at her hometown. That's all. I don't know, but damn, $1,000 for 4 people. Whew.
Yeah, yeah, man.
Mm.
That's $100 for a family of four to go to a movie.
Ooh. You gotta go. You should have went to Regal Cinema when they got the Dollar Night. You could have seen it. Just saying, Dollar Night.
The Dirty Down and Live thing made Trunk sick.
Oh, what's wrong with that? That was perfect. They're making the story. Well, at least he's not breaking kayfabe. That's one thing about Dirty Dom. He goes on interviews. He doesn't break his kayfabe.
I mean,
Pretty cool.
I gotta be honest. This is just me. Um, I like to believe it's more than just me, but I think it's just, but I often feel like it's just me. I hate any love interest story in my pro wrestling. I get the whole idea is to have Dom with a partner because it puts extra heel heat on Dom.
Mm-hmm.
But I've just never cared for it. I don't need a love story in my pro wrestling. I didn't need it with Dom and Rhea. I don't need it with Dom and Liv. I didn't need it with Bobby Lashley, Rusev, and Lana.
Not even a little bit of Macho Man.
That was kind of different though. First of all, I was a kid, so like this married couple on TV, like it just kind of okay. These are old married people. Like this is what people do. But what it's become, it's just trashy in my opinion. There's nothing about it that I think is wholesome in any way, where you could like, where it's relatable for family entertainment.
Okay.
Again, I always say, you have a little girl.
Yeah.
You can't really sit there and watch that part of the show with your daughter and go, "Hey, there's a good role model, hon."
Well,
Grow up and be like her.
Mm-hmm. She's not fully into it just yet, so I'm kind of lucky. Woo.
But if she was,
She will. Woo. Yeah.
you'd fast forward, right?
I probably hit mute. Yeah, might. Yeah.
When they're in the ring, would you fast forward then? Say your daughter's 11, 12 years old,
Mm-hmm.
and those segments come on. You fast forward it?
Mm-hmm. Okay, the match, it'll depend on who's in the match and if I know what move they did, like what's it called it? Stephanie Valkyra, yeah, her name. How she do that little move with her knees, whatever, pounding somebody's face to the ground. Yeah, I might not want to watch that.
Yeah.
Or Mm.
This is my question. This has been my question for some time. The Saudi Arabia shows, they fully clothe the female professional wrestlers.
Mhm.
Why is that not the attire all the time?
Oh, because
Why are you not presenting them for someone that little girls can look up to and idolize and look at them as their heroes? Why are we trying to sell something else?
it's culture. Different cultures have different rules. If that makes sense.
I think it's just because that American culture is that female sports don't matter unless someone's trying to sexualize the female athletes. I think it's a shitty part of the show. That's why I don't watch it. I fast forward. It's uh, generally it's bad professional wrestling because that's not what they're trying to sell. They're trying to sell something else. That's not what I'm here for.
But then I'll say, if I had to pick, I'll say the only one that got the perfect outfit like that would be Nia Jax. Nia Jax.
And what happens with Nia Jax? What do pro wrestling fans do?
They boo her.
And they criticize her and everything, talk about her size and all this stuff. She gets blamed for being unsafe in the ring because she's larger and stronger than her adversaries, and they can't hold up their end of the deal to wrestle her.
Mhm.
And she should be released. She's terrible, all this stuff, and so much negativity toward her. But if you blur reality like we're supposed to, suspend your disbelief when you watch pro wrestling, she should have every female title there is. There's not a female on the roster who believably beats Nia Jax. None. Zero.
Mhm.
Not one.
Oh, well,
Shayna Baszler was a maybe because she has a legitimate MMA background. But even then, she's not going to throw her.
I know you probably didn't watch the match, but Naomi couldn't hardly pin her because he couldn't get her up the roller correctly because of her size.
And
But
that's
she
how
made
that
it
should
look.
be booked.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I think like everyone openly knowing that Dom's married, I think it's one thing. I get Chunk's point, but he is playing a character. He's not Dirty Dom. You know, he's not that guy. And we should all know he's playing a character like any TV show we watch. Yep. Dan and Roseanne weren't really a couple. You know what I mean? Like
Mm-hmm.
Mr. and Mrs. Huxtable weren't really a couple.
Hey, he even said in
Martin
the
and
interview,
Gina weren't really a couple.
hey, Martin, hey, that was the best one. Nah. But hey, if you look at Dirty Dom's interview, he even said that after his little matches and everything, he always calls his wife afterwards. Even when he do a segment, he called, let him know.
He also said he would trade his marriage for to own an In-N-Out Burger franchise.
I could, you know what? I could see. I saw his point of view about that when I seen that interview. Like, that's not bad.
You're a single man, Joe. Of course you're seeing trading your marriage to own a fast food franchise.
Just saying. When I saw the whole clip of it. I saw the whole interview of that segment. I'm like, I understand his point of view why you say that. So
Trump said they wanted that to be pushed past PG. Today's Netflix was effing up. I didn't watch it. What was your take on that, Joe? Was that the attempt? Were they trying to push it further?
oh, okay. It's like a with Roxanne in it now. They trying to make it like a what's a good way to say it? Like the new girl coming in. Like he went from Rhea to Liv, and now it's about to be Roxanne. So like he making him a player.
How does that have a place in pro wrestling? For what reason?
I don't know. I guess they're trying to say Dirty Dom is like the new chick Mad Nick and gets all the girls that come into the Judgment Day. If that makes sense. So
Judgment Day
think
still
about
existing doesn't make sense. Carlito and R-Truth were the glue holding the whole thing together.
it.
And boy, did Carlito not fit in Judgment Day. Just gonna put that out there.
I've been said that. I said, what's the point of it? But
I guess they just didn't know what else to do with him. But with all that, Joe.
Mm-hmm.
Wrestler match of the week, man. Who you got?
Mm. You know what? My wrestler of the week, it kind of forte for a while because it was pretty good on Saturday Night Main Event. So no matter what, when Saturday Night Main Event come on, Jesse Ventura will be my wrestler of the week, y'all, because he make commentary good. I'm just throwing it out there, y'all.
That was last week.
That was last.
Yeah, today's Sunday. That wasn't last night, man. But Jesse Ventura, I mean, I like Jesse Ventura on commentary. A lot of people don't.
I did. I like him.
Yeah. My heart sank earlier this week when I found out Dave Meltzer changed his Commentator of the Year award to the Jim Ross award. I thought he had done that because I thought Jim Ross passed away.
Oh, really? He did?
I almost cried, and I realized, wait, that's not what happened. He just changed the name of the award. Like, okay, poof.
Oh, my bad. Oh, okay. Well, anyway, if I had to give the wrestler of the week, I would have to give it to. I really want nobody that great this week. I'm kind of sad, but we'll give it to Logan Paul this week, y'all. Logan Paul this week.
Man, the Logan Paul pays your mortgage was a good line from John Cena.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll give it to Logan Paul.
And Trunks ass, JR has all the bad luck. He has cancer. Yeah, he's got prostate cancer. And apparently, Ric Flair put out something saying Jim Ross like trying to get attention, man.
Yeah.
I don't give Ric Flair a pass for being high, drunk, and senile. That kind of just came off being a straight up asshole. But I don't know what more to expect from Ric Flair.
He said, coming from a 76-year-old, none of you guys can take a joke. I want you all to smile and not take it serious about him passing. So he wanted to be a joke. So y'all wouldn't be worried about him passing. Just saying, that's what it was.
Flair doesn't tell jokes well. Like, I don't know what else to say. But I shouldn't expect him to. Yeah, man, I thought the line that Cena said about Logan Paul was funny. For me, my match of the week was Brody King, Josh Alexander. It's good stuff.
That was good.
Right?
I thought Brody King was about to lose. Like, they're going to make him lose. He better not lose. He got him. Thank you, Jesus.
And with that, I give Brody King my wrestler of the week.
There you go.
As you know, I'm a Brody King fan. Like, he's a star. Like, he's right there. Just pull the trigger and give him a mid-card belt. All signs seem to clearly point that we were going to go toward Okada and Omega and unify that title. Now I don't know if we're doing that.
I don't know what they're doing. I think this is what's probably going to happen. Somewhere along the line, they're going to drop the belt to somebody, and then they're going to have their own feud again.
Yeah, I almost feel like they're going to keep both those mid-card titles. I don't think they're going to. Like, I initially thought, they're going to unify those, and now I don't think they are.
I said if they did unify them, they'll need a perfect name, but then they'd be down one the belt, so they
have enough titles. All wrestling promoters watching it. Listen, however many titles you have, it's enough. In fact, you have two too many. I don't care how many you got. You have 2 titles too many. If you're a wrestling promoter out there and all you have is a mid-card belt, a world title, and a tag title, you got 2 titles too many. Get rid of your mid-card belt, your tag belts. Just have your world championship. Like, we don't need this many titles. Everyone can't be the best. Stop giving out participation trophies. It's interim heavyweight champion. I hate it in UFC. I hate so many titles in pro wrestling. There's no such thing as an interim title. It's not a real thing. You're either the world champ or you're not. And if you're the world champ and you're not defending it, guess what? You ain't the world champ. What happened to you had to defend your title every 30 days in wrestling, in pro wrestling? UFC is a little different, but UFC, I mean, Jesus. Remember that? It used to be the deal. You had to defend your world heavyweight title once every 30 days. Period. Brock Lesnar didn't have to do it. Roman Reigns didn't have to do it. Cody Rhodes didn't have to do it. John Cena don't got to do it.
I'll say the only one doing that right now is the U.S.
Mm-hmm. And with that whole, how people are defending world titles, it's going to bring me to what we're going to talk about tomorrow.
All right.
Tomorrow is Raw Revelations, where we preview WWE's Monday Night Raw. We'll talk all things WWE with one very important topic. Does the World Heavyweight Championship finally matter now that it's on the waist of main event Jey Uso?
Okay.
Ponder that one, because we're going to talk about that tomorrow and the future of that title. With all that, Joe, what else you got for us, man? How are you sending us out tonight?
How am I sending the world out tonight? Okay. I want everybody, since you're on my case about the pro wrestling themes, I just want to know they just signed a deal with Metro Boomin. So Metro Boomin gonna be starting making a couple songs for a couple people. He said,
Really?
So, really?
Didn't know that.
Yeah, Metro Boomin is now going to be producing some songs for. So far, I think he said 4 names. He didn't say who it was yet, but 4 names. He's gonna have a new theme song.
It'll be really good for WWE to get some identifiable music for some of their superstars.
Mm-hmm.
Because too often I don't know who's coming out. Logan Paul has a decent theme. Penta's is all right. Of course, Randy Orton's good. Cody's is good. Cena's is good. Like the people who have their own thing. But everyone else has had something produced by WWE. Just nothing stands out.
That's why. And so, with that being said, everybody, since you got the little thing for tomorrow, I just want everybody to name a wrestler theme song that gave you the chills. Like when you heard the theme song come out, it gave you the chills.
Ooh, are we gonna talk best entrance music?
Song that gave you the chills when you knew who it was coming out by that theme song, and it gave you the chills. Like, ooh.
Tomorrow, where we talk about best theme songs, I'm going to give you my top 3.
Okay, cool.
I have them already ready to go. I know exactly what my top 3 are. With that, everyone, thank you for checking us out. Go check out our sponsor, Wrestling vs. the World, pro wrestling trading card game on Kickstarter right now. Go check out our new merch store, link in the bio, the Notorious Hulk Hogan shirt will go up maybe later this week. Put that on there. Again, all profits of all merch sales will go to our local Animal Protective League. And we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
We're out.